Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here to give you a WWE Tables, Ladders, and Chairs predictions video. Not predictions video, review. I didn't get to do the predictions because, didn't have time, busy. So, uh, uh, this pay-per-view, kinda, going into it, I wasn't really looking forward to it that much anyways. I did that because, like, the camera was having problems, so... Yeah, there wasn't really much hype to it. I think the match that was probably hyped the most was the Champion of Champions match between John Cena and Randy Orton. That was the only thing that made me look forward to this pay-per-view. And I have to say, this is probably the worst TLC I've ever seen in my life. And TLC is usually a good pay-per-view, so what I'm gonna do is, and I didn't have my phone or nothing to take notes with, so I'm just gonna, I'm going off the WWE.com website. I'm gonna go from down the list of what they have for matches. So let's get right into it. I'll start with the kickoff. I'll just go from top. I'll just go from the bottom up. So the first match we have was Kofi Kingston. Well, that's listed here was Kofi Kingston versus The Miz in a no disqualification match. I'm going to say who I picked to win each match since I didn't get to do a predictions video. I picked Miz to win this match, which I don't know why I did now, but I don't know. I just thought they were going to have Miz go over here, but this match, though, was set up because during the panel, because on the kickoff, Miz, Mick Foley, and Booker T and Josh Matthews were talking on the piano, and I missed the 5 minutes of it, so I don't really know what happened. I guess Miz was talking trash about Kofi, so that kind of angered Kofi Kingston, so that kind of caused him to come out. They had an okay match. They didn't really use the stipulation that match. It was just a match, but I think they were saving it because they were saving it for the big match. But it wasn't a bad match. Miz worked over the leg a ton of times in this match. He ends up untying the turnbuckle, and Miz ends up going into it, and Kofi hits Trouble in Paradise for the win. I'm fine with this because I think they're gonna have a feud for a while, and if they're gonna be feuding for a while, I think that Kofi Kingston needs to win one match out of these two guys because if you keep having Miz win, it's gonna make Kofi Kingston look bad, and what's the point of them feuding if Miz keeps winning? But yeah. Next match. Next match. We have R-Truth versus Brodus Clay. what a shit match. Yeah, I don't know. R-Truth did some stuff, and then Brodus Clay just kind of destroyed him, and Sweet Tea and the fucking actors were inside. And Sweet Tea's just telling him just to win the match, keeps trying to hurt him, it doesn't work. Brodus Clay just tells Sweet Tea that he's better than him, and he's better than all the fucking actors, and they just leave, and R-Truth just drop kicks him and rolls him up for the win. It was a piece of shit. I didn't care about it. They could have done better stuff. They could have done better stuff. Yeah, they could have done something. They could have just done this on Raw and done better stuff. So I was not a fan of that. I did not like that. And now, next match. We have Goldust and Cody Rhodes defending the WWE Tag Team Championships against Rey Mysterio and The Big Show. The Real Americans being Jack Swagger and Antonio Cesaro with Zeb Coulter, and Ryback and Curtis Axel. This in a fatal 4-way elimination tag team match. This was a good match. I thought this was like, I thought the TLC match was the match of the night, but this came close to like the match of the night. This was an awesome match. Ryback gets out when Goldust rolls him up for the win, and the Real Americans hadn't been in the match yet, so the Real Americans dominate Goldust for a while. At one point, actually, though, I want to say before Ryback and Curtis Axel got out, I thought they did this cool move where Cody Rhodes got the half Boston Crab on Ryback, and Goldust did a knee drop. Oh, by the way, for the R-Truth and Brodus Clay, I picked Brodus Clay to win because I thought he was going to be, like, full return heel, but, you know. No. But yeah, for this match, I picked the Real Americans to win the championships. But yeah, the Real Americans dominate Goldust for a while. I mean, he tries to get the tag, it keeps failing. They dominated him for a long time. At one point, Cesaro did like the swing, and then he stopped at 7, and then Swagger did his move, so that was a good double team move. They do the normal double team move where Swagger does the Swagger bomb, and then Cesaro jumps over Jack Swagger and stomps on Goldust's ribs. That was awesome. And then Goldust tries to go for the tag. At one point, he throws Swagger out, so when he tries to go for the tag, he clips Cody Rhodes' leg. And then Goldust can't go tag with Cody Rhodes, so then Big Show goes and throws he tries to throw Jack Swagger over the crowd, but he didn't really go over the crowd. And then Cesaro cheap shots Rey Mysterio. And then Goldust does a Hurricanrana and tags in Big Show, gets the hot tag. Big Show knocks out Swagger and Cesaro, so they get eliminated from the match. And then it comes down to Cody Rhodes and Goldust versus Rey Mysterio and Big Show. I thought this was great. I actually didn't know who was going to win this match. Big Show dominates Goldust for a little while. And then Goldust does a DDT to come back. And then Cody Rhodes, he tags in Cody Rhodes. They double suplex Big Show. And then Cody tries to do the disaster kick and Big Show chops him. And then he tags in Rey Mysterio. He gets the hot tag. He does all his moves. Then he does the beautiful disaster kick to Mysterio. He kicks out. Man, a lot of stuff. I went for Crossroads. Mysterio went for the 619. But then Cody Rhodes caught it, went for Crossroads, but Mysterio, I think, did hit the he hit it. He didn't hit it. I think he rolled him up, and then he did Crossroads. Goldust had been taken on the outside by Big Show and Cody Rhodes by Big Show on the post. And then Cody Rhodes and Goldust, and then after Cody Rhodes hit the Crossroads on Mysterio and got the win. I thought they were going to have Cody Rhodes and Goldust lose the championships here because I thought they were going to build up for a WrestleMania 30 match, which could still happen. But I guess maybe they want to do it at a later time. So I think they're going to do Cody Rhodes versus Goldust at WrestleMania. And then afterwards, Mysterio and Big Show shake hands afterwards and they celebrate. This match was good though. I actually there were points in this time where I thought each guy, when after the Ryback and Curtis Axel got out, I had no clue who was going to win. I knew they weren't going to win. I actually did think at some points Mysterio and Big Show were going to win this match. So I thought this was a good match. Alright, now this was actually on the kickoff show. Hold on, I'm just waiting for it to pop up. Fandango versus Dolph Ziggler. This match wasn't bad. It was okay. Short match. I was just kind of coming into the pay-per-view, so I wasn't really watching this match that much. Ziggler hits a Fameasser, kicks out. Fandango hits like a little suplex move that Paul Burchill used to do. He kicks out it, and Ziggler kicks out of that. Ziggler tries to do a superplex, but then Summer Rae gets up on the... And I picked Dolph Ziggler to win this match, too, by the way. Summer Rae gets up in the apron and distracts Ziggler, and Fandango pushes him off and hits the leg drop and gets the win. So, I don't know. I guess it's good that they're trying to make Fandango... At least Fandango's not a jobber. Like, he did beat a former world champion. It's just... I don't know. I wasn't really a big fan of this match. And now we have Biggie Langston defending the Intercontinental Championship against Damien Sandow. Damien Sandow comes out and talks about how people, because it was in Houston, Texas tonight, so the people in Texas say y'all and things that shouldn't even be said. And things that aren't going to be used in the same text as Biggie Langston and Intercontinental Champion, because Sandow is going to be the new Intercontinental Champion. The match starts. They try to go for the finishers right away, and then Biggie Langston does his power moves on Sandow. And then Sandow gets toe holds Biggie Langston into the steel post, and then goes to work on Biggie Langston. He dominates him for a little while. He clotheslined him while he was on his knees. He did a lot of moves to Sandow. Biggie Langston kept trying to go for that big ending, but Sandow kept countering to the winning edges. He did everything in this match to pull out the win. And then Biggie Langston finally hit the clothesline and hit the big ending and got the win and retained his championship. I thought this was fine. I thought this match was good. I actually thought they were going to... I wanted Sandow to win because I wanted them to give him the Intercontinental Championship, but I'm glad at least... I'm glad Biggie Lang... Yeah, like I said, the Tag Team Championships, actually, I want to talk about, too. I'm glad Cody, Rhodes, and Goldust are at least defending the championships, and hopefully Biggie Langston could... And I think Biggie Langston now will start to defend the championships, because now that there is no World Heavyweight Champion anymore, and now that the champions are won, so that's going to be like the main title to get to the world title. It's going to be a big deal. I thought they should have started out with Sandow winning, but... Yeah, but this was a good match. I want to see a rematch. I want to see a rematch between Biggie Langston and Sandow. I thought they had a great match, and yeah, it wasn't the greatest match, but it was like a match. I knew they were gonna have a good match, you know. And then next we have AJ Lee defending the Divas Championship against Natalya. This was fine. I thought this was a good match. One point when Natalya goes to like body slam AJ Lee, she gets him into like a chin lock. That was cool. And then Natalya gets him with the sharpshooter. I think AJ Lee got the rope. No, AJ Lee reversed it. I think she went for the... And then Tamina got up on the apron. Natalya was distracted, but then she went for the sharpshooter, and AJ Lee rolled her up for the win. I thought this was fine. I kind of want to see a rematch between them in like a submission match, because they did a lot of submission holds in this match. Can you see my cat? I can't see my cat. Let's see if you can see my cat right here. I guess you're not going to see my cat. But anyhow, I thought that was fine. AJ Lee retained her championship. I picked her to win this match. This is, I think, the only match I got right tonight. No, I got another match right. I thought this was fine, though. Next match, CM Punk versus The Shield in the handicap match. This match was open the show. This match was a good match. The Shield dominated him for a while. Punk comes back. And then one point in the match, Roman Reigns the Shield actually had Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns went to spear Punk, but he went over the announce table. I thought that was awesome. And that kind of, I think, was the turning point of the match, because I thought that, you know, since Roman Reigns was able to eliminate a bunch of people, yeah, since that, like in the Survivor Series match, that they weren't going to win, but once Roman Reigns kind of got out, I kind of thought Punk was going to win. And then, Ambrose and Rollins continued their attack on Punk, and I don't know if Rollins actually got hurt. I don't think he did get hurt. I think he kind of, yeah. But, Punk was starting to come back, and then, he hit the go to sleep on Rollins, and then he went for it on Ambrose, but he countered, then Reigns went for to spear Punk, but I don't know if Punk just moved out of the way and he hit him, or if he just couldn't, because, like, his eye was bruised up pretty bad, and he just couldn't see, and he accidentally speared Ambrose, but yeah, Punk threw Reigns out and pinned Ambrose for the win. I'm fine with this because I think they're still teasing that split between the Shield. I think now that since here, the Shield probably after Mania will break up. I think the Shield will go back. I think Ambrose, Rollins, and Reigns will go beyond to be single wrestlers. And I think that they're gonna do at some point in the future. Reigns versus Ambrose for the U.S. Championship. But yeah, the match was good though. And now we got the Wyatt family versus Daniel Bryan. The Wyatt family being Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Eric Rowan. For the first kind of like part of the match, Bray Wyatt doesn't participate in the match. He sits in his rocking chair, and then as Bryan is being dominated, he participates in the match. And he does like the exorcism walk again. And I thought that was cool. And then he has Daniel Bryan take his hand and join him again. But Daniel Bryan, I thought what he should have done was shake his hand and then do the yes lock. But no, he just kicked his hand. And then Bray Wyatt does like that elbow move. They destroyed him actually. I think the Wyatt family looked strong. And then Bryan started to come back. He did the back suplex off the ropes to Luke Harper, I think it was. And then I think Bray Wyatt got tagged in and he got his hands on Bray Wyatt, did the yes kicks, and then he took out he did a suicide dive to Luke Harper on the outside and dropped toe hold Ever rolling into the steel steps, and then Bryan went for the yes lock, but Bray Wyatt fought out of it and hit the Sister Abigail and got the win. I think the Wyatt family needed this win because if they didn't win this match, they would have looked pretty bad. The Shield kind of didn't need the win because I think there's still teas in that split. So, yeah, I did pick the Wyatt family to win this match. And then we got the Champion of Champions match to determine one world champion. WWE Champion Randy Orton versus World Heavyweight Champion John Cena in the tables, ladders, and chairs match. This match was a good match, I will admit that. I did like this match. Orton hit Cena with the chairs a bunch of times in the beginning of the match. Cena ended up setting the table in the corner, which kind of comes to bite him later in the match. John Cena took a ladder and hit Randy Orton while he was on the apron, and Orton went through a table. Orton went into before that, Cena had gone into the steps. And then Cena went to go get the championships, but Orton hit an RKO on him. And then Orton and Cena both got up. Cena went off on Orton, hit him off the skull with the steps, and then Orton hit him with the microphone and stomped his head while he was on the steps, and continued to pound away on him continued to wail on him with that microphone. What else? Orton went to put him through the announce tape, went to punch Cena, but he reversed it and FU'd him through the announce table. And then they got in the ring, and then Cena tackled Orton through the announce table. And then Orton grabbed handcuffs, and he handcuffed Cena to the turnbuckle, and he threw the key away, which I thought this was cool. And he went to get a ladder, like the big ladders. He took his time with this, and then Orton went to climb the ladder, and John Cena, I knew he was going to do this, untied the turnbuckle and got up, and he knocked Orton down, but he couldn't, he needed both hands to get the championships, and he couldn't do that, so, he couldn't, so then it ended up being a tug of war, and then Orton pulled, like, the rope that he was tying, and Cena went off the ladder, and his head hit the table, and it knocked out Cena, and Orton became the champion of champions. I thought this was, I'm fine with the fact that he's the champion. I just kind of didn't care. I cared, but I was like, I'm not really a fan of Randy Orton or John Cena, so I kind of preferred to see different superstars in this match, like Punk and Bryan. And I actually will admit too, I will say that it was kind of a different way to win this match. I never seen somebody win a match by doing that, so I thought it was cool. It was new. I don't think I've ever seen anyone win a ladder match that way, or a TLC match. Pretty much the same thing, but yeah, Orton's the champion of champions. I think now we're gonna get either they'll do Punk and Orton. Now we go into Mania. Now we go into Mania, and we go into WrestleMania thinking who could be the champion of champions. Me, personally, right now I think Daniel Bryan's going to win the Royal Rumble and face Orton. But I would prefer to see Bryan and Punk at Mania. Have Punk beat Orton for the championship at the Royal Rumble and have him hold it for 3 months, and then you do Punk and Bryan at WrestleMania, and I think they would get a really good WrestleMania match. Yeah, but that was the final pay-per-view of 2012 for WWE. Usually TLC delivers. I didn't really find TLC that good. I thought TLC was an okay pay-per-view. The matches and the match that really the only matches that were good was the Shield Punk match, but you know, the tag team championship match. Like there was some good matches on there, but it just felt like it didn't really feel like a pay-per-view. It just felt like a Raw. That and two is like what happened with like I thought with TLC you get one tables match, one ladder match, one chair match. Yeah, and then the TLC match, but you know, like you still could have utilized it. You could have had Punk and the Shield in a TLC match, and Punk, Bryan, and the Wyatt in a ladder match, and maybe in the what's it called, the chair match, and then you could have done or vice versa, and then you could have done the tag team champions. You could have done the tag team championship match in a ladder match. That would have been, then the pay-per-view would have been better. I'm not saying like gimmick, but I'm saying that's what TLC is. I thought that's what TLC was. So, but yeah, I think this is the worst TLC. The only thing that really made this show special was that championship. If that was that big championship match. And it was cool. You got to see Vince there. Vince McMahon and Vince Triple H and Stephanie McMahon all came out and stood with Orton. So I guess that's fine. I guess they were all buddy with. I guess Vince and Triple H were all buddy. I thought they would do like a Vince Triple H feud, but I guess that's not gonna happen. But yeah. That's pretty much it, guys. I'll be back on my CM Live Reactions channel for the my live reaction. So TLC, I would say, is an average show. I did like some of the matches, but it just kind of felt like an average pay-per-view to me. I mean, you got R-Truth versus Goldust Clay on a freaking pay-per-view, so and you got like Miz and Kofi, I guess isn't too bad. They have been building that, but you know, R-Truth versus Goldust Clay, you really couldn't wait to do that till Raw, so I thought it was just eh.